Well, well, well. Here we are again. Uncle Willie coming to you from the Berg, Martinsburg. My back hurting a little bit. I figured I would take care of business right quick. I don't know if we still do this or not, or if anybody does it, but I got a sharp thing. Since it's Saturday, I figured I would do a sharp thing Saturday. I'm smoking a AJ Fernandez New World, my favorite cigar. Y'all have seen it 100 times. Anyway, this is a multi-use, multi-wear. You can wear it around your neck. Not much of a throwing knife the way it's shaped. It's a Ned Foss. It seems to me that I had a Ned Foss knife at some point years ago. But you can shorten this chain up. It's just black. It's like a dog tag chain. It's just a ball. You can cut it, shorten it up. You can wear it 3 ways. Around your neck, like that. Easy to get to, like if you're out, if you're hunting or whatever. And the way this has a belt clip on it, once you put it around your neck, you can actually clip it to your shirt if you got a button down shirt. And that way if you need to get to it in a hurry, you can just yank it without this digging into the back of your neck or having to hold it while you pull it out. It's a nice little knife. Ow. I heard a buzzing. I thought I had a bee up here in the corner. I haven't seen well, I guess it's too late in the year for the carpenter bees, but so the belt clip on the back, you can wear it horizontally. You can flip it to put it onto this side, so you can wear it this way. You can wear it in the back of small of your back. Turn it this way or either way. Wear it on the front at your belt buckle or right there offside as a cross draw. Or you can take it and flip these 2 screws and go there, and you can carry it vertically. It's a nice little knife, lightweight. I mean, you could probably, well, I know you can. You can gut a deer with it if you were out hunting and this is the knife you had with you. You could gut a deer with it. So there you go, Sharp Thing Saturday. So, I'm going to touch on my concealed carry license for a minute. I think I told y'all that I went and talked to the woman, and I made an appointment, or I got into class that was on Sunday. I was the only one in the class. So the 3-hour class, it took us about 30 to 40 minutes. She said if anybody asked, it took 2 hours to do this. Right on. The class itself was $100. Her website says 70 or 75. but she charged 100, which that's still not even half of what I paid for my Maryland. I paid like $300 for my Maryland concealed carry, and then I had to when I went took it to the sheriff's department or to the tax department. Told y'all about the runaround. When I took it back to the place to turn it in, I had to give them a $50 check. So for my West Virginia concealed carry, it's going to end up being $150. That's half of what I paid. But with the Maryland, it was $300 for the class, and I think it was $35 or $40 for the fingerprints that you had to do, and then the application fee. So it was probably close to $400 after it was all said and done. So I told her, she was a cool woman. She's probably close to my age. She was cool. Very knowledgeable about weapons and stuff. I mean, she teaches NRA class. Anyway, hold that thought. I told her that my decision was I was going to let my Maryland just lapse, just let it run out, which it runs out the 31st of this month. And I was like, I'm not going to be going to Maryland that much, so I don't need, because for a Maryland license, you can only carry in Maryland. They don't reciprocate with nobody, so. Well, with the West Virginia, that covers 33 states. I only travel about a half a dozen of those states, so I'm good to go. And she asked me, she said, "Are you sure you don't want to renew your Maryland?" Because she does a Maryland class too. I was like, even for a renewal, it's almost as much as it is for an initial license. I said, for $250, $300, no more than I'll be in Maryland at times, I'm just going to let it lapse. And she's like, well, you might want to think about it. He goes, I know you said you got family in Maryland and whatnot, and she said, if you do the renewal with me, it's $70. And it made me think a little bit. That's not bad, because I will be in Maryland quite often. I mean, it's only to the Potomac River, which is the line. It's only like 8 miles. So I will be over there, going to the doctor, going to Sam's, going through there to go to Boswell's. So I called her, and I was like, Marianne, I do want to do the Maryland class. I have to have the deadline to have it turned in for a renewal is October 17th. She's having a grand opening. She just built a new little building to do her classes in. She's having a grand opening tomorrow. She invited me, but we're going to Maryland to a park for Peanut's 8th birthday. 8, man. Wow. So I got to thinking about it, and I was like, now I'm going to have to when I renew it, it's going to have to be an out-of-state. Well, that's not like a fishing license. When I took my initial Maryland class, there was a guy in there from Pennsylvania getting his, it was like an out of state license. But he had to take the class, the whole class, for $300. Do the fingerprint, do all of that. With the renewal, you don't have to do the fingerprint. They'll use your same picture. Oh, that was another thing. You had to supply a passport photo with your initial. Now they'll just send you a new license, hopefully with my new address on it. And I got to thinking, you're still paying the same price no matter where you live. Don't matter if you live in West Virginia, Pennsylvania, or Maryland. Just that if you go through her, you're not paying the full price. And all you have to do, all she does, is the live shooting. She doesn't go over all of the class work, especially the NRA class I just took with her last week. That is actually split for Maryland and West Virginia, and that's for an initial. So basically took the class over. But she said all you got to do is, she does it there, and just the shooting part of it, qualify for the shooting. So I qualified with the West Virginia. She had me shoot 5 rounds, and I was on target with all 5 rounds. And on my certificate of completion, it says marksmanship level 1. And with my Maryland, when I got it a few years back, we had to shoot 25 rounds, 5 groups of 5 at different paces, And I had I had all 25 was on target then. So I don't know how she's going to do it, if she's just going to do 5, because she told me to shoot 5 rounds, a group of 5, but West Virginia you only need 1 shot. So if you put your 1 shot and you put it on target, you passed. And with my instructor at the other one, he said at the beginning of getting ready to shoot, he said, don't let this get you nervous and get you anxious, because everybody will pass. He said if we got to shoot 5 targets, everybody will pass. So as far as I know, you only had to have a percentage. You didn't have to have all 25 on target. But as far as I know, everybody got the percentage that they needed to do with that class. So I'm going to get my Maryland. I called her. I got sidetracked. She said that she's got a grand opening tomorrow and invited me to it. I can't make it. But she said, I'll call you and we'll do it this week coming. So we'll set a date for that. And with this renewal, my carry permit will probably lapse. But with it being in the process, if I don't get it in by the 17th, I got to take the initial class again and redo the whole thing. Which I would do it with her, because I don't know what it costs for the full price with her, but renewal was $70. So that's where I stand. And I got to thinking, the permit is a permit. I was in the middle of moving, but I planned on I was legal for 3 years, 2 years, whatever it was. I have the permit for West Virginia in the works. I'm getting a renewal, but my other permit is still good. I just happened to move. So the permit is still good. It just doesn't have my correct address on it. So I would fight that. So I hadn't been carrying because I was confused. Excuse me. But after I realized the permit's a permit, don't matter the address because the guy that got his from Pennsylvania has a Pennsylvania address, but his permit looks just like mine. So I'm still good till October 31st. If they get it back to me before then, that's fine. If not, I'm still going to carry. And I'll tell them, look, unless I get a notification saying I can't carry until I get my updated permit. I mean, I'm legal in every way, so in my eyes anyway. So yeah, boy. But yeah, when I told her that I had Maryland and Pennsylvania, she was like, well, one good thing, you won't have to redo your Pennsylvania because West Virginia, one of them freaking lantern flies coming up here. West Virginia replaces Pennsylvania. If I got a West Virginia license, I can carry in Pennsylvania. So I don't need to get that one done, which that's only $25 unless it went up. But I should be good to go. And get it all straightened out here soon. Gonna start looking for a new vehicle, try to find something. We're down to just my wife's car, like I think I told y'all the story. Or just my car, but she's taking it over. We went and got our license last week and the car registered, and I dropped my name off of the register. So the Jeep is just registered in her name. So that way, if something happened to me, it's already in her name. She don't have to go back and try to fight it to do anything to get me taken off. So we're good. So just sitting out here enjoying me a cigar. Haven't had one all week. No, nothing all week. Had a bunch of squirrels out here earlier. They don't want us feeding them, which we don't have nothing to hear. There's a fence right there. Let's see if I can get you turned around. And that tree right there is basically the end of my yard, our common ground. I call it my backyard. It's losing leaves, so is the other one. I had to sweep the patio off. Oh, there's some squirrels. I seen 3 of them out there earlier. A big old fat groundhog. He came right up to the fence line. Seen a skunk out here last week. Yeah, I didn't want to bother him. Seen a couple cats run across the yard. Sitting out here enjoying the wildlife. Couple birds fly by. There's a bird feeder in a tree down by the other apartment building. I'm not putting nothing out. I don't want them up here on my little patio pooping and whatnot. And they don't want squirrels and stuff up here, so I ain't putting no nuts or sunflower seeds or nothing out. Alright, fellas and fellettes. I guess I'm gonna jump off here. I'm at 20 minutes. I didn't want to make it this long, but hey, you know me. I got the gift of gab, and gab I do. So anyway, y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend. And remember, no matter what it takes, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So with that being said, until next time, you know what to do. Stuff 'em and puff 'em. Smoke 'em if you got 'em.